What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the Brew Lab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster in chief. And tonight in the Brew Lab, the votes were cast, and after head and head with Gruul modified and Dimir Ninjas, in the end, Dimir Ninjas won by a hair. I wish more people had cast votes, but it is the first time that I'm doing this, so I hope to sort of get a trend going. What I will do is I will post tomorrow morning, once the Dimir Ninjas video goes live, a new poll, and then we can, yeah, like I said, get this ball rolling. I like this idea, and yeah, it'll help me kind of discover new stuff and maybe play with things that I hadn't thought of, and also you guys will get to see if your ideas pan out. I can sort of be your guinea pig. So yeah, Dimir Ninjas. I've been steering clear from this archetype because I fiddled around with it on day one, spent all my wild cards on all the ninjas, and it sucked. And this is still like virtually the same exact deck that I came up with on day one. I've made some edits in preparation for tonight, and I did play a few practice matches. Of course, the season has just reset. Everybody's back in Platinum, so it's perfect time to just try something. Maybe it's not that good. I have a feeling it's not that good, but I did, it also is a very hard deck to pilot. So if you, I guess, practice there, you can get a little bit better. But there's a reason why you don't see a single Dimir Ninja deck on the ladder every day. It's because quite quickly people realize it's not that great, and it ended up impacting historic ninjas much more than it does standard. But without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. So there's two kind of ways people have been doing this. I've seen, the first ones that came out, like Malone and CGB, and everybody like made a ninja video on day one, like, oh my god, ninjas are so good. And it was like interspersed with a bunch of rogues, because it's one of those crossovers with the tribes. Rogues and ninjas got the crossover, and warriors and samurai got that little bit of crossover. So it makes a bit of sense to run some rogues, but I just wanted to see like the pure ninja deck, how it would run without this kind of crossover with the old rogue cards from Zendikar Rising. So we start off with some tempo cards, because it is of course a tempo deck. We do need to make sure that our attack lanes are always open, so that we can have unblocked ninjas to ninjutsu, and so Fading Hope makes sure that that happens. And of course the added scry is fantastic. Spell Pierce is also great, another one of these like cheap little spells. Perfect tempo player. You can hold up one blue mana and counter perhaps some targeted removal that's aimed at one of your important creatures. The opponent has to pay an additional 2, so it's kind of, the later into the game it goes, this becomes the more and more useless. Then we've got full play set of the Thousand Face Shadow. This is very, very important card in the deck. I think it's probably the most important. You can play it on turn 1, and you've already now got a flying, so evasive attacker that you can start ninjutsuing on sometimes straight away as quickly as turn 2. And that's kind of the point, because you do want it to then be in your hand when you have 4 mana, and you can ninjutsu him in and do his thing. Sorry, Mosquito. The thing that he does is makes a copy of another target attacking token. The token enters the battlefield tapped and attacking. So the combo kill goes something like this. We have the Silver Fur Master, Rat Ninja. Ninjutsu for Dimir. 2/2. Ninjutsu abilities you activate cost 1 less to activate. This, of course, stacks because these are not legendary, so the more of these you have on board, the more, the ninjutsu gets reduced. Eventually, Thousand Face Shadow can be ninjutsued in for as little as 2 blue mana. Other ninjas and rogues creatures you control get +1/+1. So, you ninjutsu in Thousand Face Shadow some other unblocked thing, often the ninja token from Kaito that is unblockable. It comes in, but the problem is you also have to attack with the Silver Fur Master, because the ability of the Thousand Face Shadow says that the thing has to be attacking as well before you can copy it. So even if the opponent blocks it with a much bigger thing, and you're like, oh, well, there goes my Silver Fur Master, not so. If you've got enough mana, what has to happen is you copy the Silver Fur Master enough times that it keeps reducing the ninjutsu cost, and you keep bringing back the Thousand Face Shadow and ninjutsuing it in again, and eventually you copy it enough times that it's, all of your ninjas are huge. And it's kind of like a one-turn kill scenario. It's very hard to set up, but it's kind of the only way that I've found, really, other than, okay, I mean, of course, you can just attack face with all of your ninjas, but they're all very weak, and they're all very slow, and, not very, much toughness or power in any of them. So the only way I've found, really, of getting this sort of one-turn kill is having enough unblocked ninjas and then starting this ninjutsu in and out cycle with the Silver Fur Master and the Thousand Face Shadow, so that you get this +1/+1/+1/+1, and all your unblocked guys get so big that you get in for the kill. Other than that, I honestly don't know how they were intending you to win the match. There is some shenanigans you could do, like Satoru Umezawa makes it so that each creature card in your hand has a ninjutsu, even if they're not ninjas. So, there's people that have been putting this in like a 4 of, and then in a deck that has no ninjas, and they're just ninjutsuing in Toxrills on turn 5, turn 4, that sort of thing. Yeah, sorry, Toxrill on turn 4, that kind of stuff. So that we will have to look at. This is actually a really strong card, and whenever you do ninjutsu something, you get to look at the top 3 cards of your library, you put one of them into your hand, the rest into your bottom of your library in any order. This ability triggers only once each turn, so a little bit of card advantage, way of drawing cards, alongside Kaito Shizuki that can draw you a card and then discard your card, and you don't discard the card if you've attacked this turn. The fact that the little ninja he poops out is unblockable is great, because it means you can start attacking and drawing straight away. Also, obviously, a great target for your ninjutsus because he's unblockable. And then eventually, if we can ever, and I still have yet to, -7, you get an emblem that says whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, search your library for a blue or black creature card, put it onto the battlefield, and shuffle. So you'll then just start putting ninjas on the battlefield every time. But yeah, as I said, I've never gotten that to go off yet. Then we've got next ninja in the ninja list. 3 copies of the Moon Circuit Hacker. I like it because the ninjutsu is cheap. It's only 1 blue mana, and when it deals combat damage to a player, if it has been ninjutsu'd in, then you get to draw a card and you don't have to discard. But if it hasn't been ninjutsu'd in and he does still get in for damage, then you have to discard after you draw. But chances of this guy ever getting in again for damage as a 2/1 is very slim. So it's just nice to essentially get the Thousand Face Shadow back to your hand where you want it, so you can start doing things with it later turns. You can just swap it with a Circuit Hacker and draw a card and get a couple damage in, which is not too bad. Then we did need some removal, and again, it's a tempo deck. We need cheap, instant speed removal, and Infernal Grasp is the best thing that we have going for us right now. And unfortunately, it deals us 2 damage, and we have no life gain whatsoever. But, you know, we're trying to close games out pretty quickly. Like turn 4, turn 5, it's already gone way too late. So turn 5, we're trying to do this crazy combo. But there is a way that it can kind of morph into a slightly more late gamey, mid-rangey deck, which we'll get to in a second. Actually, we'll get to it right now. That is done via the Rogue class, which is the one class that has seen absolutely by far the least play out of all the classes, by far, in my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. But the first ability makes it so that whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you exile the top card of that player's library face down, and then you may look at it as long as it remained exiled. Then you level it up for only 3, which is not too bad, and then it gives all your creatures menace, which is great in this deck because you of course don't want your creatures to be blockable. So I might even go up to 3 copies and like cut a Crippling Fear. Let's see how the matches progress. If we run into lots of like mono white and stuff, Crippling Fear has been good, but let's see. But then finally, level 3, you get to basically play the stuff that you exiled while you were attacking and getting in for damage. And that means you can, you know, potentially get some of the opponent's things, and the game can gain some new dimensions that might allow you to go a little bit later into the game than turn 4 or 5. Haven't seen anyone using Rogue class. I think most people just think it's still absolutely rubbish, but I think in this deck it's actually probably pretty good. And again, we'll see if we'll go up to 3 copies. Then, main important card of the deck, I've already touched upon, Silver Foam Master. Yeah, try to get as many of these on board as possible. Such cool art. I wish the ninjas were just a little bit better. However, I think what probably held, you know, stayed their hand was the PTSD that everybody was still experiencing from dimir rogues and how good they were, and probably if they were like making another standard where dimir something tempo deck is the best deck, that people would be super annoyed. So they just, now it's just Selesnya enchantments, baby. Then we've got Biting Palm Ninja. Pretty freaking sweet card, even if you're not playing ninjas. Probably the best one of the lot in like outside of a ninja tribal deck. Enters the battlefield with menace counter on it. When it deals combat damage to a player, you may remove that menace counter from it, and when you do, that player reveals their hand and you choose an online card from it. Exile that card. Pretty sweet, and a great way of getting a bit of information what the opponent's got coming, and you know, picking off important threats. And you can keep kind of bouncing it back to your hand and ninjutsuing it in again with menace and doing it as much as you can. Then another pretty nice one, also again could be played outside of a specifically ninja deck. Nashi, the Moon Sage's Scion. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you exile the top card of each player's library, and then you may play one of those cards. And if you cast a spell this way, you pay life equal to its mana value rather than paying its cost. So just be careful with that. Don't, you know, go ahead and you'll see that 0 casting cost. You're like, woohoo, when you play one of the opponents, let's say Unnatural Growth, and you take 5 damage. So just be careful what but it can be really sweet. Maybe it's a really nice, like a Luminarch Aspirin, you just pay 2 life or something, and you get a nice little creature from the opponent. So nice 2 of legendary Rat Ninja. Then 3 copies of Kaito, I've already touched upon. Satoru Umezawa as well, little card advantage I've touched upon. And then because it is a tribal deck, Crippling Fear becomes my sweeper of choice. We can name ninjas and just sweep the board one-sided, hopefully before the opponent's stuff gets big enough that it evades the 3/3 thing. And that's the brew. We've managed to sneak in 2 of each of the legendaries, all the duels, and 6 of each basic. Keeping it super simple, 24 lands. I think I've been flooding a little bit, and because almost everything happens like at 3 mana, we can probably trim this down to 22 lands and put in some stuff. So again, I think tonight's going to be one of those like almost a la brewing with episodes where like because I haven't played much with ninjas, we're going to be tinkering and fiddling. All right, Let's jump into some games. Ranked. Who cares? It's platinum. I just couldn't be bothered to do a Naya runes deck. I think every single content creator under the sun has already put out an episode with that. You know, what's his name? The Rune Forge champion. Aunt Smothy. No courtesy tap from the opponent. Golgari. Magecraft. Ooh. I'll just get rid of you straight up. The field of ruin is very good. Let's get Satoru Umezawa down. Then next turn we don't have to like make the token. We can just, I mean, unless it gets removed. Okay. That's pitchy. Phases out. Kaito just ended up seeing way more play completely outside of ninja decks. It's like a 2 or 3 of in a lot of these Esper decks, which are like kind of top tier, like number 1 in Mythic. Like they're getting higher win rates than the Naya lists. Ooh, we might have to put in some Field of Runes, is what I was gonna say. What you got? Let's draw a card.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
Then he'll probably just attack Kaito with the layer. Yeah. I won't block. And then he's only got 1 blocker. So regardless, one of my ninjas is getting through, and then we can start the thing. We might actually be in sight. Oof. Okay, he's gonna try. He's going the other route. That sucks. Okay, so then rather let's just go boop. Call ninjas. Bye bye. If he activates the layer, he can make a 3/3. That's fine. I don't have a menace counter on that guy, unfortunately. But I do get to draw a card, which is very nice.
What do we have here?
Now, what do we have here? Okay, opponent is mega bricking, like uber bricking. We have Infernal Grasp, which is epic. Okay. I think we got him. I think we can actually do this like right now.
Mission's compromised. Time to go.
Okay. And once more. Got him. So that's the win con. That's the win con. It's amazing that we got it off on game one. I mean, we got a very permitting kind of opponent, super flooding and whatever. But that's the win con. That's about as good as it's gonna get. And like that could have been disrupted a million different ways between here and then. Like if the opponent had just gotten anything else, like a Meat Massacre, you name it, like we would have just been left with ultimately nothing in our hand. Like it's very tough to set up, but when it goes off, this is what you're supposed to do. Like from nowhere, suddenly you're swinging in for 12. So yeah, sweet that we got it to happen. At least you can see the deal. So now I'm gonna make some quick edits. I think it's doable. We can trim 2 lands. And I want to put in, there's this other like Kaitoshi, the spider or something. It's a little bit of like extra annoyance. I think it might be a little bit too expensive though. Might be wide and run. It's Kaito. Kaito. No. Here. Kotose. 3/5 mana. Nah. Enter the battlefield, exile. Yeah, I mean it's a good card, but I don't think we can slot you in, my dear fellow. So if we go down 2 lands, what would we put in more of? There's one ninja that like makes treasures. Pardon me. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty freaking amazing, right? Never one or more ninjas, so it doesn't even have to be this one. A little bit of treasure action. It's a lot of 3-drops, but okay, let's see how this goes. Let's see if the mana becomes a problem now. Suddenly you're just completely mana screwed. Rad the Mad Cat. With an Ajani's Pridemate dude thing. Majig. Uh-oh. It's the Selesnias. Here we go. Okay, so let's make a treasure. I guess. I mean, it's already just too late, no? Should we go double black or double blue? Probably double blue, hey. This card, insane. Insane. Probably the best card in the deck. Make another treasure. Draw a card as well. Ooh. Kaito Shizuki-chan.
There are many secrets I don't know. It's like your defenses aren't even there.
We've got another ninjutsu target. Here comes the Weaver for the double triggers. Should have cast the... Okay, no, sorry. The trigger goes on the stack first. Oh, yeah. That's GG, man. This deck is so busted when they get this draw. It's like, it's so hard to deal with. You need to have, like... I mean, there's specific brews, I guess, that you could do, but... Okay, so, I mean, we're blocking, obviously. Opponent goes back up to what? And then next turn he can double trigger it. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. He's already way outside of Crawling Baron's range. It's like, who really cares? I guess it's just such a weird concept. That's game.
Now this is a true
Double trigger with the freaking Weaver. Shit's next level. I mean, that's the main thing you're going to be bumping across on the ladder on the day-to-day basis is Selesnya enchantments. And like by the time turn 2 they put a few counters on the little one-drop guy, your ninjas are already just going, it's like, I don't know, guys. What am I missing? Has anybody successfully piloted a ninja list like into Mythic last season? Please let me know your list in the comments, because I have not been able to get any success with this thing. And you know, maybe mixing in some rogues makes it a little bit better, but I don't know. Samurais are better, and samurais are not even that good. Shuffle is fine. How are these people without courtesy taps? Terrible manners. There you go again.
I could sneak right by, but I'm itching to fight.
Maybe we actually can sneak a victory, because it looks like they're having a bit of a slow start, and we've got plenty of removal. Might also just be the Naya variant with the runes, which is just so yawn worthy. Okay, opponent's bricking. Very nice. Does he swing? That's the question. He swings. That's fantastic.
Now this is a juicy secret.
Off you go. Maybe we actually get to Ultimate Kaito. But here comes the Runeforge champion. That was an easy guess. Hopefully he doesn't have any mana in hand. Nice. Draw a card. Draw another card. Oh, baby. You know, sometimes the opponent's plan doesn't go quite as well, and you get a sneaky win in. Rogues doing some roguey things. When you get a lot of that Rat Master guy in your hand, it's almost worth mulliganing down until you get one, because it's pretty crucial. Not bricking at all, trimming the lands down, and having just an extra little rogue there, actually probably a very good idea. ATM C type. ATM C type. Sure. Mono blue. Okay, let's bait out the counter spell. Ah, no counter. Interesting. No freaking mana either. First time we bricking. Okay, Conan has definitely got the appearance of a Hullbreaker horror gamer. Still no land. It's probably Doomscar. Or it's the Scry 2, draw 2. Woo! Now we start taking stuff from him, the top of his library. Woohoo! Yeah. Can be pretty disruptive. Okay, goes in with the Doomscar. Yay! Fun, fun. Wow, man, some people are just so annoying, they don't even know how annoying they are. Get stuffed. Sure. I have no way of getting that back, really, anyway. Level this up. So boring. Let's see what you got in that hand, buddy. Oh, wow. Uber controlled. Ugh, this is definitely a Heartbreaker Horror gamer. 100% guaranteed fact. I'm never gonna get to do anything. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Everything I've done, he's answered. Watch, he's gonna have another, like, fading hope. Okay. Three. Sure. Oh, no, no, no. It's legendary. Never mind. Yeah, you just pay the 2. You've got it. It's no biggie.
You started this fight, but I'm going to.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
Wow, this is... I've been playing this deck that I'm playing against on Mythic earlier before the season reset. It's currently the top meta deck in Mythic. It had like higher win rate even than Naya humans or anything. Heartbreaker Horror, Farewell, these Planeswalkers, it's really strong.
Guards, to me.
Whoops. I'm getting owned by this guy.
I'll be taking
Absolutely destroyed. I don't even know why I'm sticking around. The Hullbreaker is just one. Oh, wait. Can he activate both? No. He just might have another... You know, that Planeswalker. No? Okay. We get to look at his hand, finally. After how many attempts did I actually connect? Ooh, that's nice.
I've learned much during my travels.
May your blade strike true.
Okay. Sure.
I guess that's that.
I know something you don't know.
Wow, man. Just wow.
You'll never see me coming.
Let's see what else we get from the rogue class. Land. Let's draw with the Kaito.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
We've got enough mana to pay the ward and kill the hall. Oof, that must have hurt. Sure, he can get that emblem.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
Where's that Hullbreaker? Don't need another Kaito.
I got someone on the inside who can help.
Can't use that Infernal Grasp.
I know something you don't know.
So useless. We can say human. It's ward 3. So we still got enough to pay the ward.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
Wow, what a match. Okay, here we go. Fading Hopes is on freaking dude. Sure, at least I don't lose life. Ooh. Okay, wait.
Now this is a juicy secret.
Bring him back to our hand. Setting up for the kill. If he doesn't get the thing, we're kind of okay. Oh my god, are you kidding me, man? What a way to ruin a freaking game, man. Undo inversion. Oh. Oh.
I will show you
Oh,
what
oh my
happens.
god, please help me. No. That's just GG. Undo inversion, man. What? Oh, that was probably the most annoying match I had today, and I played a lot of Magic. All right, let's wrap this video up with one final game. Try and end it on a victory with these Ninjarinos. It was close. It was a little bit close, to be honest. We got one turn away. That undo inversion, if we... Oh my god, I cannot believe that. It's always just that one turn away against control, you know? Like, on that knife's edge, where they like... that. Literally, I would have killed them. That was it. We had the combo ready to go. Ah! Oh! Shizzlks. Okay. It's kind of doable. Okay, we can. Nice. Make a treasure. Yada yada. Okay, these guys again. Woo! Get him for 3, which is also quite nice. And that's it. I was thinking maybe the Fading Hope that Cammy already. Sure. He'll block. Doesn't block. Make a treasure and yoink his thing. Hey, I'm not complaining. Ranger class. Okay, more Fading Hopes now, please. Okay, that's fine. Why would you do that? Make a treasure. Get in for quite a bit of hits with the rogue class. Sure. More rune and wedding announcement. Nice. Oh, what? Okay, we need that Infernal Grasp like right now. Okay, we can't block both because they got menace. Oh shit, it's not gonna work. Could have been worse. Okay. Ouch. Just the reach on this Alana and Helena, that's like the biggest problem right now. But anyway, we just lost again. Enchantments. 2 matches within, you know, the 4 that we played tonight. It's just everywhere. Get ready. Build your decks to combat this threat because everybody's playing it. If you don't want to join them, you need to find a way to beat them. The addition of Helena and Elena, wow, nice. Well done, opponent. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you for casting your votes. Ninjas, let me know what you think. Did I build it badly? Was I playing it incorrectly? I think I did a fairly good job. Maybe, you know, the counter spell there, the 1 mana one, we could change that for something else. We just don't have time to go on for hours, although I would love to, because this is my favorite, you know, trying to get something to get good. But this is a first draft, as you can see, so we will be continuing to sort of keep track of ninjas. We will see if anybody breaks it and the ninja deck comes out of the, you know, left field and starts dominating in events and things, then of course I'll be the first to let you know. And but yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all tomorrow for some fresh brews, and until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab signing out. Peace, y'all.